Hello to everybody in Maryland's 8th Congressional District and our friends beyond. I'm here with our local hero of the week, a wonderful young man named Arjun Oberoi. And Arjun is in 10th grade at Blair High School. And I actually met him, I think it was about a year ago, because he was part of a robotics team that won a competition. And they came to visit me in my office. And what do you know, I started hearing about this kid in Montgomery County who is building face shields, printing them out of a 3D printer. He's figured out a way to do 3D printing of face shields and making them available to hospitals and medical personnel. And it turns out to be Arjun. So Arjun, you're our local hero of the week. And please tell us your story, like what gave you this idea, how you got into it, and how many shields you've been able to make. And if you could show us one too, that would be awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having me, first of all. So as Mr. Congressman Raskin said, I'm in 10th grade at Montgomery Blair High School. And when six weeks ago, when school was out, I started researching how to make personal protective equipment because I saw the news stories of shortages of face shields in all the hospitals and other healthcare facilities. So I found this place called OpenWorks, which is a makerspace in Baltimore. And they put out a call for makers asking for people to 3D print face shields. So I started running our 3D printers 24/7 to make face shields for them. And I knew that if I got the community involved, this could be a much larger thing with a much larger impact. So I put out a post reaching out to the community, asking for any support. And the response was huge. Multiple people offered to donate to this effort. And Mr. Coluto, who's one of the teachers at Blair, went to the school, which was closed, and got 2 of the 3D printers out of the school so that we could use them for face shields. I also have a few people who reached out to me who had 3D printers who didn't know what to print in order to start making face shields, and I provided them with the files needed. So my neighbor, actually, Raymond, he actually did not have a 3D printer before this, but he got one. It came in 2 days ago, and he was able to make 10 face shields in just 2 days. So I started making them, I started getting requests for full face shields after that post. So I started producing this one right here, which is NIH approved. And a few other people pivoted to making this face shield. It just goes on the face like this, and it's really simple to make. We can make around 40 to 50 of these in a day. And
that goes on over a mask, right?
Yeah. So the mask protects from like small particles. This protects from like somebody sneezing on you, that type of thing. So I've distributed these to places like Holy Cross Hospital, Rockville City Police Department, Rockville Volunteer Fire Department, Shady Grove Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, and other dentists, for nurses, and other first responders. And actually, just last week, we hit the 1,000th face shield distributed to different places. So I distributed the 1,000th one to Holy Cross Hospital, but we're still going to continue until there's no longer a need for face shields.
Arjun, I understand that there was a surgeon who contacted you because she didn't have any face shields for conducting surgery. Was that last week and you were able to get her some?
Yeah, last week a surgeon reached out to me because she had an emergency heart surgery scheduled for Tuesday and she didn't have any face shields. So I was able to supply her with the face shields. And it's so great because she was so grateful. And I'm just happy that I can provide face shields to all of our healthcare workers and anyone else who needs them.
One of the wonderful parts about your story is the way you reached out to the community. And I know you've had a lot of help from the teachers at Blair and your friends and your classmates, but also wasn't your brother involved in this too?
Yeah, my brother's been helping with running the 3D printers because we have 3D printers, but they're not the most reliable machine. It's very hard. I've also had a lot of support from the rest of the community. Like a few weeks ago, I wasn't able to find transparencies. And I put out a post asking for help from the community, and they just stepped up right there. Like, they've been so supportive of this effort. People donated transparencies. People offered to find alternatives. People searched up online to see if they could find it. And one of my teachers even went to the school and got transparencies from the school and donated them to this effort.
Wow. Well, it's been a week with some pretty grim milestones with more than 1 million cases and over 60,000 people we've lost. But yours is a wonderful milestone. We passed 1,000 face shields. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to channel your efforts in other directions?
So as long as there's a need for face shields, I'm going to continue making them along with other people in the community. But there's also other things that our 3D printers can make. For example, this thing right here, this is a CPAP filter adapter. So you can see that right there.
Yeah.
DC Fire Department did not have these and they were out of stock. So makers such as I and a ton of other people stepped up to make these for the DC Fire Department. I've made a modified version for the Rockville Volunteer Fire Department, and we're working to see if they need any of those. But there's a lot of different things that the 3D printers can make, which can help the healthcare workers. Face shields are just one part of the whole puzzle.
Arjun, well, look, congratulations for all these sensational things you've done for our community to help us. You are helping us turn the tide and beat the virus. And for that, you are our local hero this week on April 30th. And we all salute you and we cherish your contributions and keep it up, kiddo. Many thanks.
Thank you so much.